Well, I want to talk about, the pharmaceutical firms. You can get me riled up on going off on those guys. But I mean, I think that,
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
they're almost, I think the FDA is almost complicit with some of the, they take the money federally from the pharmaceutical industry has got a big, huge influence. And I find it a bit Orwellian, Wendy, when your cable news networks are reporting mainstream government mandated reports for medicine or health protocols, especially as we got out of this pandemic. But when the broadcast is sponsored by Merck, Pfizer, or Johnson and Johnson,
Yes.
as a doctor,
Yeah.
you've got to have an opinion on this too.
I do. I do. And I like to preface my comments with there is a role. Obviously, there's a huge role for pharmaceuticals. I take a number of pharmaceuticals. I've got thyroid dysfunction and autoimmune conditions and stuff. But with that said, you're 100% correct. We are one of, I think, only 2 countries in the world where pharmaceutical companies are allowed to direct market to patients. And that's not allowed anywhere else. So the patients come in asking for their Vibrid or Trintellix or whatever new thing that they saw, commercial they saw, because they saw all those happy people who were living so gleefully with all of their conditions. And then the prescribing expands and all of those things. And then the other issue is that, like, I heard a statistic, so I may be getting this wrong, but I was astounded. I think someone told me that there are like 9 lobbyists per representative that are assigned from the pharmaceutical lobbies alone. So that's like you're not just
9.
being like double teamed, you're being like 9-on-1 to each lobby. Like, you think that those people aren't influenced by that, right? Like, the revenues that they make and the money that they spend, that obviously corrupts people and influences the way they vote and the things that they support and the things that trickle down or drop like a hammer onto the public. And it's unfair. The FDA's budget estimates range from 50 to 80% of the FDA's budget comes from the pharmaceutical
Yes.
industry. Now, where is
Wow.
that legal in any
Yes.
other industry? It's a
That's
completely
shocking.
obscene, horrible.